It's Friday and time for Old People Represent. Yeah. Today's topic was recommended by one of my YouTube family friends. Hiya. It's looking for work when you're 50 and older. Now, looking for work these days is not easy no matter how old you are, but the older you get, because this is a youth-oriented society, the older you get, the less easy it becomes. Now, a lot of people, I don't really know when computers computers came into being pretty heavy when I was about 40 years old. I mean, it's been a little while, but not that long. Though most of the older folks grew up without computers, we know how to do things the old-fashioned way, by paper and pen, and we know how to make graphs and do charts and do the math in our head. It's not done that way anymore. So you do need to learn how to do some of this stuff or brush up on it if you know a little bit about it. A lot of libraries will teach free courses. Sometimes if you're an alumnus of a college or a junior college, they have not only brush up courses, but they'll have people that can help you look for work. And then there's state employment centers. You have to report there if you're getting unemployment periodically. You have to report in person, and then they have computers there that you can look for work. But if you have the website, you can look for work on your computer at home. And there's plenty of other job-seeking websites. There's temporary agencies. I worked for a temp agency for about 3 or 4 months. And because I was such a good worker, I got them caught up in 3 months' time, which would have taken someone else 6 months. They even threw me a party, a goodbye party and everything. It was great. That was not bad. Besides, if you're not real keen on it, you don't stay, right? You don't have to stay. And sometimes they'll want to hire you if you work a temp agency. Sometimes you can volunteer a little here and there and network. That means talk to people, get to know what's here and there. And word of mouth usually comes out and gets jobs long before it's ever listed. Polite persistence. If you have applied for a job, call back in a week. Just be polite about it. If you do get to go in for an interview, dress what I would call middle of the road conservative. If you're a fella, a suit or a white shirt and dark slacks. If you're a lady, a lady's suit or a white blouse and an dark A-line skirt. That's a real plain skirt. Nothing fancy. No fancy schmancy, high doodly-doo makeup or jewelry or anything. Just look nice and plain, reserved, be clean, well-spoken. Make sure your teeth are brushed and your breath smells decent. I carry mints with me. Be well-spoken. Can't say that highly enough. The better spoken you are, the better you'll be treated. They'll think you're intelligent. You might be intelligent, but you don't speak well. Brush up on your speaking. And elevator speech. Did I hit that one yet? I don't know. They recommend that you have a 30-second toot your own horn. Basically, if you're in an elevator with somebody, it's generally about 30 seconds you would have to talk to that person before one of you gets off the elevator. So think of your qualifications, your skills, your accomplishments, what you'd like to accomplish in the future, blah, blah, blah. That's, basically what an elevator speech is. Have I hit much of anything? There's plenty of sites online. I go to Indeed.com, which lists 2 types of listings. It lists for other people, and it lists straight up jobs from the company itself. Here's an example. BJC is a hospital organization in St. Louis. They have a patient representative, and it'll say on some job site, no matter what it is, it'll say, BJ Hospital's looking for personal representative for patients, blah, blah, blah. I go to the hospital's website. because by the time it's listed on some other website, it might be gone. So I go direct to the horse's mouth. I go to the direct source. And many of these places will have to have your own account to get in and look at stuff, and it's a real pain in the butt. And I have to keep a list of all these places and all my little passwords and all that stuff. But if you're looking for work, that's what you have to do. Persistence pays. Politeness pays. So I really don't know what to say. I mean, I've worked for people older than I am, and I've worked for a kid that was 25 years old and his parents bought him the business. I think I had age discrimination against me because they tried their worst way to get me to quit, and I wouldn't. Because I couldn't. I needed the money. But it ended up that I don't work for them anymore. That was my last job. I call it a job. Those are the ones you have to sign W-2 forms or tax forms or whatever. The other kind are word-of-mouth jobs, odd jobs, which I've also done. I've taken care of people, I've cleaned houses, I've organized basements, I've built things, I've designed things, I've made costumes. I've done a little of everything. And sometimes, the more you know how to do, the better it will help you. Sometimes they'll hire you for the dumbest reasons. One job I had, which I loved, was working in a dental lab making dentures. I was hired because the boss's wife was from my hometown. That's why I was hired. But I loved that job, and the reason I didn't have that job anymore is the owner of the company, when I had my first child, he let me come back to work. But when I was pregnant with my second child, and that's the last one, I only have 2 kids. Well, you're just going to have kid after kid after kid, or we're not going to, goodbye. You can't do that anymore, thankfully. But, yeah, I would still be doing that job today if they would have let me, because I liked that job. I'm a kind of person, also know your strengths. If you're a people person or whatever. I'm very friendly and gregarious, but I don't like customer service jobs. I don't do well. And I'll lose my temper. I might say something that I will regret. I'm the kind of person that likes a pile of work and a deadline. I'm happy as a clam. Pile of work, deadline. That's me. Some people love interacting with people. Not me. But, gotta know yourself. And, don't go applying for jobs that you're not qualified for because you're wasting your time. Don't waste your time, don't waste their time. Life's too short, as we all have come to know. Well, that's it for now. I'll see you on next Old People Represent, where I will have another topic. And I'm looking for one if anyone has one. Bye.